From New York and on the new Hot 97 app, Ebro in the morning. On Hot 97.
Ladies and gentlemen, you got on Ebro in the morning, the beautiful Laura Styles. You got Rosenberg here, and Fab and Jada just stepped in the building.
What's up?
I've been wondering, with you guys being solo artists yourselves and having your own brands and things, when it came to putting this project together, how did you decide whose name went first?
We didn't really. I never had that even conversation.
You guys, it was just Freddie and Jason, Fab, Jada, boom, done.
Yeah, I guess. I ain't never had a conversation. The title was Freddie and Jason at first, so I just...
Wait, well, that begs the question. Who originated the concept of you guys together? Fab.
Yeah, but it came off of what we both was doing.
Well, you had the joint with Swizz, right, Jada? Well, what's the joint?
Jason. Yeah, Jason is my name. My mother gave me that name at birth, so.
You don't say.
Yeah.
If you're a rap fan and don't know Jadakiss's name is Jason, just leave rap immediately. I'm putting hard standards out these days, Ebro.
Yeah, but the record with Swizz was specifically like on some...
It was called Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was... I don't know.
Yeah, that was a solo. That was before.
That was before all this. I get all
but
that, but I just felt like,
it up, though.
It lined it up.
Yeah.
It's the alley-oop. So who did most of the work in putting together the album and picking records? Was it mutual? Like you came with some records, you came with some records?
Yeah, and then both came with records that we saw fit.
Shout out to Molly.
Yeah, Molly was kind of
Shout
like
out to everybody.
R.I.P. Ice Pick, yeah.
Like a couple like guys behind the scenes that was just keeping the plays together between Pick and Molly, and it was just a collaborative effort. You know what I'm saying? We came in whatever we needed to do. It wasn't like you do this and we do that. It was
whatever we had to do to get it done. Yeah, it was everything's for the cause.
It took a while though, cause Fab, this is when you were on tour with Chris, right?
Nah, it actually started from the freestyles that we were doing, and then we started the project a little bit. We even had a different direction. When we first started, we was trying to get big name producers or just like eye candy, Fab, Jada, produced by Just Blaze, Fab, Jada, produced by Swiss Beats, We wanted that aspect, but it was moving a little slow. Like everybody wasn't on the same page, and so we did have to go on tour and stuff like that, and then we came back to it. And when we came back to it, we kind of just let the music just dictate what it was. It wasn't like names.
The summer after we mentioned it and broke off, then the weather broke and we didn't want it to come out.
Yeah, that's another thing. This project felt like it was a fall winter project, not a spring summer project. So a lot of things, it was different little things. It was licensing things with Freddie versus Jason. We couldn't use that title because I guess it was an actual movie and stuff like that. So it took a little time, but we got it done.
On the album, on the intro, Fab, you say all the Nino Browns turned Pookie out here.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly referencing, the culture that is the lean and what has become kind of the norm for rappers to be okay, which obviously we all come up at a time where rappers wasn't talking about being addicted to drugs. They was more the drug pushers was the zone. Even if they might have been using drugs behind the scenes, that wasn't something that you put out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't seen as cool.
Yeah.
When you hear this now, how does it feel for you as an artist? Are you, cause look, we watched the debate with 21 Savage and T.I. jumped in, and I think who else was in that whole debate?
He was it was him and Pete Rock, I think.
Right, him and Pete Rock, 21 Savage talking about how
Pete Rock one was with Waka Flocka.
Oh yeah, Pete Rock was Waka.
Yes.
That's right.
21 Savage, I think, just addressed the whole how their generation, I guess, is just like saying they do what they do, and then y'all generation, y'all did what y'all did. I guess he was. I don't think it was directed to anybody specifically.
And I do think 21 had a point. He had one point that had crossed my mind before, which was that I do think it's funny when a lot of the OGs are like, man, what part of the game is it to talk about drug using? You should only talk about drug dealing, as if drug dealing's like a wonderful thing to talk about.
It's not wonderful. It's cooler than being a junkie, though.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Just to be honest.
No, you're right.
Completely be honest. The drug dealer always looked cooler than the junkie. That's just that's both.
That's
in both
facts.
worlds,
right?
They
Anywhere.
both are wrong
Facts.
in the morals of the story, but one just looks cooler than
Well,
other.
that's what you went on to say in
So
this
true.
record too, though, was that it's goofy out here. These motherfuckers
No
looking like
coolness.
dorks.
Yeah, but it's just it's really just a starting that it's a change. You know, it wasn't even like an attack or whatever. It's just a change.
No, it was
of,
I mean, you
know
can
what I
nice it up. This is clearly
You said that's an attack?
you attacked people doing drugs on music.
Nah, but I said other things too. I said it's no cool. It's just goofies out here, and people are eating pork wearing koofies out here. So it's just different things that I'm saying that it's changed. It's a different. It starts with it's getting spooky out here. You know what I mean? That means like things is changing a little bit.
Well, so you said you had like basically people from each side of your teams who would kind of be the battery in the back for both of you to kind of make sure. But was there
One of the main batteries is Big Fendi. He the one that called every day, like, yo, y'all gotta do this. You gotta call him. You gotta call. You gotta do this. I need you to do this beat. What about that? Can't stop the rain. Just keep.
When I
And they
shot
would
up
call
the
each of you?
Yonkers, Fendi would drive up with us. So, he was definitely a part of the project. Just keeping it the glue together. You know what I mean? He both had personal relationships with Kiss and me, so he was able to. Just keep the wheels turning, the engine running a little bit.
We had a conversation with 50 a few months ago, and he was basically talking about how he loved Jay-Z's 444 album, but he was critical of it because he didn't think that it was relevant at all to kids, right? Mm-hmm. And our perspective was like, Jay-Z's...
He didn't make it for kids.
He didn't make it for kids. Who cares?
Everything doesn't have to be directed to a certain audience to make it cool.
Demographic,
You know what I mean? Right.
Well, that was my question for you guys.
You're not worried about what Lil Xan think or Lil Pump?
Well, yeah, like how much do you care about? How much do you care about?
I'm sure they don't care about what we think either when they make
songs.
Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. They don't
they
worry
don't
about
make-
what you know what I mean.
That ain't the-
if
that
it
ain't
ain't
the art
their
form.
audience, that's not their audience.
You make
it's the same
your
thing
art
here.
how you want to create it and display it. And if you just try to make it for one demographic or one thing,
And sometimes there is a fan that listens to both of that too.
Yeah.
That's another.
Well,
thing, too.
there are certainly, I know, like older fans in my age range who love everything New York classic and also keeps an eye on all the new stuff. But sometimes I do think, and I disagreed with 50, because I think sometimes the more veteran artists pay attention trying to be cool to kids, the worse the music usually ends up. Which is why I think this album was good, because basically I could tell that you guys were just making some shit that you thought was good. You weren't sitting there being like, on Instagram, is this going to play right? You just kind of made a record is what it felt like.
Right.
Yeah, that's what you should do to all artists. Only thing you can do is do you.
I didn't even cater to just even my, you know what I'm saying? I catered to the project. Like it wasn't really any girl records or any like radio records. That wasn't really the objective of the whole project. It was really about what was the sonic sound of this project, you know what I'm saying? So I took the Fabolous out of it and just kind of like just contribute to the project as I would to
That's
make
dope.
the project.
That's real dope. I love the Tiana Taylor record, and I know both of you are real passionate about shit going on in the news and topics and et cetera, et cetera. Did this record with Tiana Taylor where you sampled Tevin Campbell, which I think is dope, was this something that one of y'all already had? Was it put together specifically for this project?
Well, the producer I work with by the name of Mark Henry produced it, so I had it. He made it, and I felt like when he first made it, I liked the sample from of course knowing it from Tevin Campbell, but then I was like, when we were doing this project, I was like, well, I said I didn't want to make any like radio or like female records, so I was like, maybe Can We Talk could go a different direction, and it could be, talking about a situation or starting a discussion of something that's going on. And that was at the time. The crazy part, we did that record when we first started, so it was a year ago, and then you could see that it was still relevant to what was going on like right now, you know what I'm saying? So it was definitely a record that needed to be put out there, definitely a record that needed to be talked about, start the discussion, continue the discussion, from even a year ago. So, that's why I was really passionate about it to me.
JD, you've had a number of these records and you always pepper it through songs where you deal with obviously shit that's important in our communities, but I know with Styles P making his evolution with health, Styles drove a lot of that, right?
he was at the helm. Definitely. The whole health movement, and you know what I mean, we ain't getting no younger, we getting older, so let's get healthy now. You know what I mean? Before you get a bad phone call or a bad doctor visit or things of that nature.
Are you have you health-wise, were you in a bad place health-wise, or and then has it changed?
I was just a little chubbier than I wanted to be. I was spending too much money with the clothing line guys. 5,000 one in them. I spent about $2 million. I just wanted to start being able to be store-bought. You know what I mean? But besides that, you know, our family, my moms have a lot of issues. My grandma, I lost my grandparents. And just every day you see people, somebody tell you they lost somebody or they going to visit somebody or somebody diagnosed with cancer. So we just try and slow that down as much as we could, you know what I mean, and put health awareness out there to our people. So if we could eliminate it a little bit, we doing good.
Fab, you've never, from perception, just on the outside, you don't seem like you ever had sort of a super wild out phase of your career. Was there a time when you were kind of more unhealthy or really partying hard? You always seem relatively together anytime I've ever seen you. Jada, you're shaking your head. You say you never seen him wilding out?
No, he
thinking on my.
You're not gonna see him wild. He
on my Bobby
He don't
Brown
wild
moment.
out. His wilding out is a different kind of wilding out. He wild out in the stores.
He has a different addiction, a
crazy.
shopping addiction.
Was that always it for you though? Was that the only sort of?
Nah, man, I don't know. Everybody got they times. Health wise, Jada be trying to get me. They be trying to get me to drink the juices. I drink a juice when I'm with Jada.
No doubt.
But then I go get some chicken and waffles after. You know what I mean? So,
Well, you also have a
like
great
to eat.
metabolism working
Yeah,
for
he
you.
can't eat.
You know
His
what I'm
body, he got one of them
I
model
guess,
bodies.
yeah. You know what I mean? I like to eat. You know what I mean? That's my. If anybody that follow my Snap know, I post food all day. So.
But you're not a big drinker, smoker, etc. Are you?
I mean, socially.
Big shopper.
Just a shopper.
When we at a party or something, I you know what I mean?
So wait, JD, you
Drinks.
bringing up the shopping, like y'all be in the middle of a session, he like, yo, where you roll up, he's like, yo, I gotta run to
man.
I gotta run to Fifth
Nah,
Avenue
nah,
real
just
quick.
shop too,
we
man.
working,
I gotta get these lyrics,
when
man. I
we
need to go to
working,
Fifth
we
Avenue.
working. But this in case we shopping. He shopping.
Just
Wait,
shop
have you
to
guys?
them.
Have you ever? Because you definitely enjoy fashion as well, Jada. You know, you shop a
Wear the
little
same thing a week in a row, man.
bit. But when have you ever gone shopping with him? Which you're like,
Yeah,
oh, I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
I liked to shop, but he's on a
No,
different level.
I go shopping with him, but it's a different type of shopping. And I
know
like
what
to
you
shop.
want.
Yeah. No, he just he's ill with it.
I do like to shop.
Go ahead. You can,
What's your
wrong.
thing these days? Like, everyone has a period where like you're going through, you're looking for certain kind of stuff. What's your shit these days?
Fire.
Yeah, I
Nice
just like
pieces.
I my thing goes all over the place. Like I'll wear everything. I think you know what I mean, from high end to vintage wrestling T-shirts. Like you know what I mean. So it's just if I like it, really. You know what I'm saying. My thing is mixed from like growing up in the '90s and seeing all of that fashion. So my whole palette is just you know what I mean. Anything that's dope to me, really.
Do you have what's your organization game like?
I'm borderline like OCD, so my organization line is
You have a
game
system.
is crazy. Yeah, my shit
you got a
really
sneaker
be
basement?
Like sneakers now is just getting out of hand, so
Yeah, me
it's
too.
It's
That's-
frustrating a little bit, but I'm really low key guy. OCD. Like
Most
I line
expensive,
up remote controls and shit.
most expensive pair of sneakers you got right now.
I don't know. I don't really pay expensive prices for sneakers. I just paid $500 for some for the what's
was the
names, and I was
funniest.
tight about that.
Wait, what happened?
I just paid $500 for the ones the top three ones.
He
the
tried
gold drinks.
everything in his heart not to pay
was
the
tight.
500.
I'm just
I
not.
was
I just
tried.
don't like the whole resale game. I don't like I'm not
it's
a
a-
supporter of that.
Sneaker thing
So it's not
is
about
getting
the
crazy.
It's not about the price, it's about the principle. You don't like just paying the
Yeah.
overpriced resale.
Principles involved.
Sneaker at the end of the day is rubber and glue.
A little bit of leather, a
when you
little bit of leather.
Most of the shoes ain't even leather.
Yeah, it's not
I just
even real
found that
leather.
out. Most
But is
the
that-
majority
is that
of the
like a-
shoes ain't even leather.
Spend
Is
all
that your limit? 500?
Nah, it's not my limit. It's just that I
You
just
got
ain't
socks
like
for
I'm
$500.
paying
saying for
$200.
principle. You
I
know when
mean,
you're like, I'm
paying
never paying more than
$500
this.
for a pair of $150 shoes. I just
Right.
I just feel like I'm getting swindled. Like, you know what I mean?
You are.
And I'm not used to
have.
it. I'm not used to, you know, I'm privileged that I get shoes and don't have to do that. So I wasn't with it. But I needed the shoes for a certain thing. It took me an hour to really
You was sitting there like that.
convince myself that to get them, and I got them. But
I
wasn't
honestly,
happy
I think that's
about it.
amazing because to me, I spend so much time stressing over things in that price range or less that you're like, you really could just do it. But on the principle, you still have that in you.
Stress of the money. It was the principle.
Right.
It's never about the money. It was the
Never about the
principle.
money.
That's a song on Freddie versus Jason. I mean, on Friday.
Let's go. Let's play it.
Yeah, let's go on the principles because we need to speak on principles. More principles need to be out here.
Sneaker guys.
Yeah. Resellers.
Can you guys tell us the evolution of the friendship? Like, because we now think about like, oh, you guys have known each other forever. But there was a point in time in which you're all locks and you're Fab solo artists and you guys aren't moving.
We was always cool. We always was mutual. We always had a, you know what I mean? We was always.
We both in New York. So
Yeah.
we catch each other in traffic. We sometimes
really
on the
only-
same remixes.
I only got a couple of friends that's rappers besides Styles and Chic, my brothers, you know what I mean?
And he was one of them? He's someone you consider a friend?
Him, Nori.
Does Nori send you text messages congratulating
Nori
himself
call me in the morning
on what
just
he's doing?
saying some crazy. Nori calls me all the time.
Nori's a crazy guy.
Nori's nuts.
I FaceTime Nori for no reason sometimes, just to talk shit to him.
Yeah.
Keep him honest. You gotta
Yeah.
look him in the eyes. You gotta look Nori in the eyes. He'll tell you some bullshit. You gotta see him.
We just did his podcast too.
Yeah, it was
June
Yo,
crazy.
shout out to Nori too. Got the Pharrell video done. Did you guys see
Uno
that?
Mas.
Yeah.
Uno Mas record,
Yeah.
got that done. Nori's having a great, the way he finessed.
Nori's having a baby Khaled year.
Yeah.
He's having one of them. He's getting in. Nori's doing great.
Yeah, he is. That makes me
Super
happy too.
happy for that.
So you guys always got along and were on records together. But were you inspired at all by seeing these sort of Run the Jewels situations, Prime? Because there has been a cool thing where sort of artists are having a different segment of their career collabing. Did any of those
Collab
things
with a
affect you?
producer, collab with another rapper.
Oh, I didn't get it from any of those.
I don't even know what
Situation.
you're talking about.
Yeah, I didn't.
Well,
really-
Run the Jewels is Killer Mike and LP from Company Flow, and like they had never been associated.
Or Premier and Royce 5'9" is Prime.
Oh, you talking about the collabos?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Nah. But we was already. It was just a matter of getting together and doing it. You know what I mean? But people always talk about doing collabos, but they never seem to do them. And we just wanted to define the norm and do it.
And it really came from the freestyles, to be completely, like, you know, we're doing those Friday freestyles.
The Friday freestyles.
It gained a lot of interest and a lot of, you know, we had ears. So, you know, once you have people listening to you, which is a thing in hip hop that people underestimate, when you got the people ears listening to you every time you drop or every time you saying something, you got to take advantage of it. And that's what I came to Kiss and was just like, yo, I think we should take this a little bit further, because we got people listening, you know, every week. That's not even norm, and especially in this generation, people are not that attentive. You know what I mean? They lose their attention really fast. So when we had them listening, I was like, let's do this joint, and that's where it came about from too.
Let's get to that theme music produced by Swiss.
It's
Swiss
that
had
theme
this.
music.
Swiss had this record, or he made this just for y'all? How
He
did
had
it work?
Swiss, one of them producers that got all kind of records. He got
it.
His hard drives is crazy. What he got, he loses them. Swiss is incredible with spontaneous. He got all kind of. Swiss is nuts.
I first heard this beat on his birthday. And he was playing it in Jungle City. So when we started working about the project, I hadn't heard it come out or nothing yet. I didn't know if he gave it to anybody. I'm like, yo, we need that me and Kiss need that for the project. And so we was moving and what's the name, and I was like, I kept telling Kiss about it. And then I was like, yo, Kiss, you might have to put in an OG call or Swiss, because, you know, he got a long time. I got a relationship with him, but he got a long
We need this record right here.
And he shot
You
him
made
a
the call?
Definitely. You gotta catch. Swiss is one of them producers that don't want to miss no projects. If you look at his gram, if you look at his social media, you might see Swiss in the studio with Al Green all the way down to 6'9".
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he definitely didn't want to miss it. And then once the momentum started flowing, he said, Spitz said, call him. I said, yo, Swiss, we need it. He like, I'm sending it. He sent it right before we even finished listening to the other track. He sent it. We just laid it. He was in Miami to Circle House.
So Fab, your birthday.
Yeah.
This year was Gotham was the theme. I gotta admit, I didn't go. I got the invite. I didn't go once I saw you had to like have an outfit.
You're such a party pooper. Why wouldn't you
Because
participate?
the planning of an outfit for me takes, with my schedule, getting somewhere to buy a mask, to get the suit,
He's
to
just
go
not
change.
that guy, you know what I mean? He doesn't get, you know what I mean, excited
Really? Have
about
you seen
that kind
pictures
of
from
stuff.
his
He
daughter's
actually,
birthday?
you know
I
how
dressed
people
up
get
as,
excited about
Yes,
like for
yes.
one day just get. He's not that guy. I get it. But I have to send him an invite because then when you see him at the morning show, he's like, yo, you ain't send me an invite. Yeah, he's one of those guys.
Yo, I was at every Fab birthday dinner. I was at everything.
Yeah, you do.
I've been everything. I've been everywhere, everything since you was like 29.
Who comes up with the concepts?
Me and my team really just thinking on it and just trying to do something different sometimes. That's it.
So
ain't
JD,
really
your
nothing
birthday
special.
party coming up. What we gonna have to dress up as?
I might do a toga.
Old school toga party?
Yeah, I might do a toga.
So, Juanito, who cheated during the basketball game?
Fab.
Who, me?
Yeah.
How did I cheat?
Kiss. He cheated, right?
This is news to me.
Well, there was speculation.
I'm trying to forget about this.
We were
Hold
down
on,
by
bring
3
it back.
points. Kiss it a 3, tied it up. The ref,
They
since
gave-
there was no ref, no one could have called the play. So, by default, and he inbound the pass. No one was looking, but in
No one
defense,
was
in his
looking?
defense,
That's what they were saying.
Wait,
Let me translate Juanito's
First of
bad
all, I have
English.
video proof, all right?
I
First of
saw
all,
you hit the
first
three,
of all, Juanito.
but I saw you hit the 3 first.
First of all,
I ain't saying no.
he hit the 3 first. What does that mean?
No, the game was over after he hit the 3.
No, it wasn't. He tied
He
the
tied
game.
it.
tied it.
But then
Oh, for the
Juanito
tie.
claims, I think the claim was that when Fab inbounded,
I
they
didn't
weren't
inbound
ready
the
yet.
ball.
So-
Somebody else inbounded
somebody
the ball and
inbounded-
passed it to me.
Right, and they were
So that's enough time of what people were saying, yo, get him. But in that time, what I'm supposed to wait for the people?
Well, see, here's the thing.
I'm supposed to wait for somebody to D up on me?
Kiss was
I got an open
defending
shot. I
Fab,
took the
and
shot.
Kiss wasn't there for his
Oh, you
assignment.
What does
Was
that
nowhere
mean?
next to him.
What does that mean? Are you supposed to stick your man?
Wait, which one is it?
If it was an official game, they would have held it.
No, they don't.
Blow the whistle.
First of
Yes,
all, the
inbound.
ref gives the ball to the person who's inbounding the ball. He don't wait to see if the person has got a man on him or what's
But he also ain't gonna make
Sometimes they
sure
don't even play the, they don't even push
everybody's
up on the
not
person
gonna hit
inbounding
like
the ball.
they also gonna make sure the floor is right before they. Yes, I mean.
Look
you
at
ain't
this
gonna be
conspiracy.
able
I ain't
to
even know
talk.
you part of it too. This is crazy.
Wait, who's
This is crazy.
Fab? Who's the better basketball player?
Better?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He don't want to. He's too cool.
I don't play ball,
His
so-
basketball game is just like his aura. It's like Billy D. Shit is smooth.
Smooth.
See that
But he doesn't wanna get dirty.
You saw the 3-point? Yo, the 3-point
His
shot
waves
was
didn't even
literally
get
like it
messed up.
floated out of his hand and went in. I don't think he even extended
Yeah,
his
it
arm.
was
He went like that. That shit
First
went
of all,
in.
It was like-
my shit definitely was like this. For the rest of the day, for the rest of the day, I was walking in. I
Yo,
walked in
and the walk
McDonald's.
off, the walk off with the crowd
McDonald's like,
jumping
yo, let
around
me
him and
get a
shit.
number 2 with extra cheese. They was like, why your hand up like that?
Yeah, you know what time
That's
it
how.
is.
It was a big shot, man. Y'all trying to deprive me of my big shot.
Look, all I know is
no
Juanito came back and was like, "Yo, Fab's a fucking cheater."
Wow.
a cheater.
Oh,
wow.
Well, I didn't curse though. So I didn't,
Wow.
I wouldn't say he cheated though. He
cheated.
didn't do nothing wrong. They gave him the ball and he shot it.
But you're just saying if a ref
It's a
was there.
conspiracy theory
I
with
walked
that
up to the 3-point line and hit the 3.
How many steps you took?
Oh.
I got the
2.
footage right here. You right.
They was scrambling around. Who got him?
Yo, you saw how Fab did not want us to take his
Swish.
3-point joy from him.
jumper's
Yo,
back.
I
He
get
was
it.
absolutely not allowing that at all. I got a question though before we get to that. On the album, you reference Hoodie Mello
Yeah.
on the album. Speaking of basketball, and I know Mello, he throw his hoodie on, he be on the gram with his hoodie on. But I didn't know that there was like a hoodie mellow was like a thing.
No, he
Yeah.
made that a whole character after, working out
All
in the
summer,
summer.
yeah,
All
in the
summer.
summer and
All his
everything.
workouts, he had the hoodie on.
I missed
Mellow
that.
You know
was
what I
a
mean?
thing.
Yeah,
I
he was
missed
doing
that.
playing in them whole scrimmage games with the tight hoodie on.
I was like, should I be
That's
concerned about
actually
hoodie
why
mellow?
Nike
Nah.
got
Hoodie
the.
Mellow
You
was
see
looking
them
good
on the
this summer.
team hoodies.
Yeah.
They threw hoodies on them.
That's
Yeah,
'cause
is
of
that
Mellow.
why
Yeah,
they
that was
did? Is
'cause
that
of
why they
Mellow.
did
That's
that?
Mellow
Yeah,
inspired.
that's crazy.
That's
What do
dope.
you think about how it's going for Melo now? The last couple weeks, people have been saying they don't think it's meshing that well out there.
I think he's playing
It's gonna
good.
be all right.
He might have to go to the hoodie. He might have to put the hoodie.
In the
Would you
game,
get
Mello,
a
you heard
fine if
that
you wear
hoodie
the
back
hoodie in the
on.
game?
probably fine you, but it might be
It
worth
still
it.
would be crazy. It'd be worth it though.
What
At
do
least
you,
for a week.
what do you guys think about the Knicks?
The Knicks is
Well,
playing better
They're
than
playing
they was
better
last
than they
year.
used to play. Ever.
Do you worry about Kristaps?
Health.
Yes.
Definitely.
Help.
You need to
What's
come
happening?
work out with me.
He's out
for a
right
while.
now.
He
He's
just
out.
got to work out, get a little stronger, get his limbs a little stronger.
Right?
Yeah,
I
that's
think
all
he need to hit the bars. He need
Yeah,
to
he
start
need a
hitting
little
some
bar, a
pull-ups.
little inner strength, and he be good. That's all.
You get him out there doing some pull-ups.
Definitely.
Get him
Shout
right.
out to Giant.
Yeah,
Shout out to the bartenders.
Yeah, the bartenders. The
Where
bartenders.
they work out now, Jada?
Everywhere.
Everywhere still.
Yeah, yeah. Trying to get him with. I'm trying to get him on the
How
bar.
many pull-ups you got, Fab? 5?
5
That's good.
on a good
Jada,
day.
you at
Trying
what,
to get him 10
25?
sets of 10.
Is that you could do 10 sets of 10?
Easy.
10 sets of 10 pull-ups this way.
All grips. All 6
Whatever.
different grips.
Close.
Yeah.
Chin up, pull up.
Well, no, because pull-ups are
that.
harder than
But close.
chin-ups.
Yeah, but
You're
close.
still pulling up. However you look
Right.
at it, you're pulling up.
Got it.
your
And you could
body.
do at least 10 sets of 10.
Easy. That's
How long did it take you to get that good?
Wow. Giant. Shout out to Giant. You got to do 1 a day. Then you come back and do 2. Then it's like that. Like
Literally 1 a day is how you
yeah,
build?
if you do 1 a day, then for a while, then you go and do 2 a day. Then keep building it like that.
Okay, got it. So 1 for a few days,
Yeah,
2
one
for a few days.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
got
Yo,
it.
Giant, we need Rosenberg
Start
up there.
off
Let's
just
get him
hanging.
up
No, I
there.
don't wanna see Giant.
Come on, man.
Stop.
Go up there with the
Start
bartenders.
off just hanging for
And
10
hold it.
seconds. Yeah, that's the start. And
I'm
then-
scared of Giant. I've seen those guys. It's
No,
too
he's a
much.
great guy, man.
No, I'm
Nah.
not physically scared of him hurting me. I don't want to do much work.
Yeah,
Nah, I
but I
ain't
see
gonna
some
make
young
you do-
girls
You think I'm
bust
into
them
He's
this?
gonna
out.
start you off easy. That's what he's saying.
I think I'm
Yeah.
going to follow Jada's thing at home in my home gym, you know? Just want to see how he did it.
This shit saying Rosenberg about to tear the whole door frame out. Remember, you know how you put those pull-up bars in your door frame? Take the whole door
Rip
frame
the
out.
whole frame off.
Today is December 4th.
Happy
Jay-Z's
birthday to Hov.
Hove's birthday.
Happy B-Day, Hov.
You
Happy
got-
B-Day to Chinks, too, today.
Oh, yeah, and
happy birthday to Chinks.
That's
Yes,
right.
Rest in
peace.
As you guys, as rappers in your 30s, do you think Hove has changed the way that we think of this? Like, I feel like you guys are now in your prime. Like, I feel like for a long time, people felt rappers had to rush. And like, once you got to became an adult, basically, people were like, so you're still around? What are you going to do next? And now I feel like, wisely, that
I never
conversation's
felt like
changed.
that as long as it was Master P, Birdman, Diddy, Hov, Nas, elder statesman.
So you've always felt you'd be able to keep going and keep being a part of this.
Yeah, as long as it's people older than me doing it, I
When
feel
I first
good.
started, I didn't think that, though. I didn't think that hip-hop just would run,
That's
you know what I
ill
mean? I
that
think
you say
over
that.
time, hip-hop has grown to that. In the beginning, I think it was a young man's game where, and I still feel like, I do feel the 20s are your prime. I think you got to take those years and craft out what kind of artist you're going to be and if you're going to have longevity. You know what I mean? I think those are those key years we was talking about having ears and people listening to you. I think when you only knew once, you know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that, you getting your point across in those early years.
Does it ever frustrate you that when you came out, what were you, 19, 20?
Probably like 20, 21.
So you're a kid when you come out, right? And you're at everyone's like checking for you and you're brand new. Is it frustrating to know how much smarter, like that you can't apply the things you know now to when you were 20 years old?
Not frustrating. You just wish that you could know a little. I think even the kids, as we came about and did things, I think it helps the next generation down. I think they're able to do things that, like when I started, we was doing mixtapes with Clue or with DJs, like that was and now the artists are doing mixtapes where it's just really them, and they're almost like
On
pre-albums.
SoundCloud,
They're
just putting
almost
it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're almost like albums, and it's
Easy.
and it gets them in the mode of making projects. Like we had to learn how to make projects because we kind of came from
You
a
had to be
mixtape
game ready.
freestyle.
You had to
Yeah.
be game ready. It felt like now it feels like music goes out and people are still, young artists is figuring out their sound, but it's
Yeah,
out
they're using
on
those
SoundCloud.
projects
Yeah.
in SoundCloud to figure themselves out, and then by the time you hear their tape, they're a lot more structured than
It's actually diametrically backwards to what you guys did. It works out so much better for new artists. They get to figure themselves out musically
and build a fan base.
and build,
There you
but
go.
business-wise, they already have a structure. Booking agents are already checking them, giving them shows, blah blah blah. Whereas you guys were completely more crafted as artists, but didn't have the infrastructure yet from a
Right.
business standpoint.
Right.
And then you just got thrown into a label situation, like, oh, I hope this works out. Whereas these guys now, sometimes they don't have a label deal. They're making all the money themselves. They have a booking agent getting them great tours, and musically, they're not even there yet. They're learning.
Even to that, like, it was a lot of mixtape artists too that wasn't transitioning over to being album artists too. There was a lot of, when I was coming in my 01, 99, 2000, there was a lot of guys who were like
You're one of the
mixtape
few that
guys.
did. Most
Right.
people didn't make it.
It wasn't panning out for a lot of. They was getting signed, but it never was.
Couldn't finish.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What new artists are you checking for? Who are you a fan of right now?
Actual fan. I like a couple guys. I like you said East. I like AVs. I like Grizzly. I'm just looking at the names that's right
T
there.
Grizzly.
Like Grizzly.
Like all the people on that list right there.
Ron, hot for the holidays.
Out for the holidays is going down. Yo, I want to do a mixtape, and I want it to be Laura Styles and Jada, the raspiest voices in the game. Did
I was
you
just
do
about
that
to
voice
say
right now?
Laura Styles.
Her raspy game
Styles
is
got
real,
some
right?
raspy to
No,
her, yeah.
he beats me completely.
Nah, but you got the girl thing on Smash.
Stop.
Laura bomb to that.
Stop.
Laura bomb.
That's gross.
Doesn't it sound the same?
I hate you.
Flex bomb or Laura bomb? Which one you want?
Okay.
Oh,
Yo.
anyone else though that you guys are
No.
like particularly interested in, like sit
I
through a
do,
whole
but
project?
it's just when you just put me on the spot. It's
I know
just
it's
kinda
believe me.
hard.
People
There
ask me, I
wasn't-
can't remember anything.
And then if you
Yeah.
say the wrong, if you say too many names, it leaves somebody out. You know the whole game. If you start saying names, you leave somebody out. Somebody catch feelings.
I just listen to Lou Rawls, man.
That's where you back to Lou Rawls.
Yeah, that's it.
Yo, Jada, intro a record for us, man. Let's go. What we ain't played yet?
Get that soul food.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
we
cool.
got to get into that soul food. You know what I mean? It's just so
Fresh off of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, fresh off of Thanksgiving. Coming into the holiday season, you just need some soul in the crib.
Yeah.
In
You
the
cook,
whip.
Fab? You a cook?
Not
You
really.
make like a mac and cheese or something?
All breakfast.
Yeah, I got a breakfast game. I got a French toast game.
Okay.
I even invented some scrambled eggs with the eggs from the French toast.
yeah.
Wait, what's this now?
The cinnamon and all of that in the eggs.
Oh,
and
you just
I just put that in. I got creative and it came out kind
That's
of
some
right.
real chefing. You learned that in the other kitchen.
My niece
Brought this to the new kitchen.
That's
You know what I
hard.
mean?
He do it.
Nothing goes to waste.
Fab, do you have a chef who cook? How do you? Someone cook for you?
No, I don't got no chef. I got my
People around who are better
Yeah.
cooking than you are.
yeah. I eat out a little bit too, but I do get like home cooked meals at home.
JD, you're cooking at home, right?
I can't cook.
So what do you do? So you juice a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You make the juice. You got your blender game is good. You can
Nah,
make
I
a
just go
smoothie.
to
So
the
put
juice
some
bar.
ice in
I
it.
go to the juice bar and
Some
make
ice
those.
bananas and almond
Support
milk.
the
and
I got a
juices for
blender in the
life.
crib though. I got
Alright.
I got one in the crib, but I'd rather go to Juices for Life and get it. Go behind the counter and make my own juice.
Oh, so you in there? You just walk in, just disrespect everybody in line. People been waiting in line. Jada just walk in.
Go in, greet the people, tell them love is love. You know what I mean? Go and go
Yo,
behind the
love is
counter
love.
like I own it.
I'm gonna go hook this up.
That's something, man. You know what I mean? I always wanted to do that when I was little. And in a bodega, you see Poppy just go in the back and grab anything. You know what I mean? I could do that now.
That's what you aspired to be able to be like
Yeah.
Poppy. You could just walk in the back of the
Make
bodega.
my own green
Yeah.
juice.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's amazing.
Oh, you got a Rockefeller chain.
Oh yeah, they gave me a
Chaining day for his
my
birthday.
B-Day.
Oh, that's dope.
beautiful.
That's a solid birthday present.
Yeah, shout out to the Rock Nation.
So do they just have those land? Is there like a Rockefeller medallion room where they just
They probably got the mold and they got a jeweler that whenever they about to do one, they
Quick turnaround.
put it in. Yeah.
I was telling Swiss I want to get like the classic chains of hip hop with like Rockefeller, the Rough Rider, even like Terror Squad. You know what I mean? Just I don't know. I just feel like it's part of like hip hop culture.
Yeah,
like, you know what I
absolutely.
mean?
Maybe a Cash Money one in there.
Yeah.
Get you a Cash Money chain. A
don't
No
know
Limit. Get the tank. You need the tank.
Tank
Gotta
is
have a
hard.
tank.
That's
It's
hard.
only maybe a top 10 of that. It's
Yeah, I'm
not
trying
a
to think.
lot
The
of.
tank, the
I
Cash
think
Money
Death Row,
joint,
Death Row is up
Death
there.
Row,
Death Row.
the medallion,
Dipset though too.
Dipset. Oh, yeah.
Dipset was the bird, right?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Wu Tang.
But they never
Wu-Tang
did
had
chains.
a
Did they do
chain.
chains?
I don't think they had
Yeah,
chains
no.
though.
Mob had chains. Wu-Tang didn't.
I
You
don't
need
even
the Terror
remember the
Squad
mob
team.
chain.
TS.
TS.
Terror Squad was that.
Just Prodigy used to.
Yeah,
Prodigy never rocked you.
Yeah, have it.
But
didn't
Rock
rock.
is definitely up in the top 3 at least.
Rockefeller.
Yeah,
chain.
Rock's up way at the
Yeah.
top. Let's be honest.
Okay.
The R's up there somewhere.
Yeah.
in the
Rough
Midwest.
Rider.
Did anyone have one in the like with all the chains people had in the late '80s? But no one had personalized stuff, right?
Oh, they had the. You had Public Enemy. Had
Public Enemy has something. Oh, Flavor had a
Flav
Public-
had a Public Enemy logo.
Clock.
Yeah.
I
Well,
can't
and they
remember
had the
Flavor
man
chain.
in the
I just remember the
crosshairs.
big
Yeah.
clock.
Flav had a clock.
But didn't he had a dude in the crosshairs too on a
Oh,
chain?
maybe he did.
The logo.
Yo,
with
you know what
I
that
think so.
logo? Whoever told me about that? That's Run. That's Run DMC, and that's Run inside that Public Enemy.
Word.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
What? That's tight. I didn't realize that either.
You gotta look
That's
at it.
hard.
That's Run. That silhouette inside
Yeah.
the PE symbol was Run.
So who started the crew
God,
chain?
Body said it.
Yo,
That's the
hard.
question.
Wait, I
Yeah,
want to soak
that's
that
the
up because that's
question.
hard. 'cause
Look
then that
into
means
that. It's deep. It goes deeper than that. Yeah, it goes deeper. Check that out. It's deep.
Was it Death Row
that's
that
hard.
started
Look
the
that
crew
up
chain?
today when you get some time. 'cause
Rosenberg, that's your
I remember
culture
that story was
assignment.
What was my
it
culture
Death
assignment?
Row
Got that. It was
that
crazy.
started the crew
The
chain?
crew chain.
Why y'all
Good question.
talking over Jada telling
Nah.
me about the Public Enemy logo?
Y'all having a
Because
little.
you gotta look.
That's
Yeah,
Run.
you gotta look up.
Yeah,
That's
but
Run.
but
That
but
is Run.
but
You
think
gotta
about
do
what
it.
that logo's
That's
saying.
the
Now.
hat.
Think about what that logo's saying. Now.
Ebro, are you suggesting that is weird that they have him in
You
the
know, the whole
crosshairs?
hip-hop
No,
culture
it's
was
not
gonna go
weird.
It's
crazy.
more of a
basically-
story.
it's
to
more
that.
of a story.
You,
I know.
I'm
Okay.
surprised y'all two don't know it.
Yeah, let me see.
I got one up on you.
You really do. I don't know the story.
That's crazy because that's
deep.
Run
The
with the hat.
story
That's
is
really
amazing.
Run.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You know,
I
right?
always thought it was a soldier in it. Like I
I
ain't
did too.
even.
Whenever they told me, it blew my mind. I was like, this.
We're gonna run some Googles
What?
right now during the interview.
I don't think you're gonna find it in this.
Really?
On a simple Google check. Yeah.
You tried?
No, but.
Well, why you hating on my little run my Googles right now?
Hank Shockley or
Yeah,
one
we need
of
to get
them.
Hank Shockley up here. We want to get the full story. Oh, no.
Look, Fab and Jada, it's been great. It's always great to see y'all. Thank you for being on time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Getting up early because I know these morning show interviews is hard.
Very important for the project.
Jada, you still getting up taking kids to school? I remember back in the day that was the thing for you. How old are you kids? You got your kids
Now
is
I got-
older
They
now.
about to go. My kids is older. I got my twins is about to go to school, and my daughter. You know what I mean? Family man.
Chuck D explained their significance to Rolling Stone. The Crosshairs logo symbolized the black man in America. A lot of people thought it was a straight trooper because of the hat, but the hat is one of the ones that Run DMC wore. The B-boy stance and the silhouette was more like the black man on the target. You saying there's more to that, Jada?
I think that was the politically correct.
Okay,
It's
that's
deeper
it.
than that.
But it's deeper than that. All right,
Yeah,
all
It's
right.
deeper.
That's crazy that it wasn't a soldier. All this time.
Nah. Yo, that's what I thought. Then they said, yo, look at it. Then they gave me the me. Oh.
We still learning something today.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're running our Googles out here.
What do you guys have next? Is there a Locks album, Jada solo album? Fab, you have an album? What's the plan next?
Got a locks. Yeah. Got a solo.
All of the above?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a lock sound, but
You're not doing a Locks album? Maybe you're not joining the Locks,
Yeah, that would
like
be
how
nice,
Redman's kind of in Wu-Tang. You're not like doing that kind of deal. All right. Well, congratulations, guys. The album's great. It was needed.
Thank you.
Feels awesome.
Thank you guys.
Hot 97, man. Love you guys, man. Thank you so much.
thanks you again.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
man.
Appreciate you.